Hi, I'm Becky Solomon. I'm doing the photo essay for Dale Dwyer. I also included a PowerPoint in my journal so you can see a better resolution of the pictures. And the module that I'm going to be evaluating is Manager as a Leader, Charisma. Answer the question, how do these pictures capture the essence of this role? How do you see this role and what is it supposed to look like? My answer is, a manager displaying charisma can be displayed in various ways. I feel as though a lot of the subjects in the pictures I have chosen are committed to painting a vision that they are able to see themselves in, as well as their employees in some sense. They display competencies such as high levels of self-confidence, strong conviction of ideas shown by their formal roles in their companies, outstanding communication skills, great deals of influence and motivation, strong values, and active attention to image building and or role modeling. I see the role of a charismatic leader, that of an individual who possesses the tenacity and persistence to push towards a common idea or vision. The triumph of their cause has aided in their successes in life, demonstrated through their accomplishments. More examples will be highlighted in the descriptions of the pictures. Okay, so the first picture I'm going to be doing is one with me and a family friend, Rick Murray. He is the president owner of Russmer Floors in Pittsburgh, PA, that provides customers with laminate, ceramic, hardwood flooring, and carpeting. He oversees all employees and operations and works closely with the manufacturers of his products, frequently attending workshops and conventions to learn the newest innovations of the industry. What makes Rick a charismatic leader is his ability to closely relate to his customers on a personal level. Most of the marketing for his company is done by word of mouth. Not only is Russmer Floors a reputable company based on customer service, but also their philanthropy and involvement in the community, decisions that are made by Rick himself. The family-owned business donated truckloads of carpeting to flood victims in low-level areas of Pittsburgh about 8 years ago when homes were damaged. Rick is extremely attentive to his customers as well as his employees. He has charismatic qualities because he believes in honesty, fairness, and the integrity that exists within his company. His employees trust him because he is cognizant of personal matters and understands that family comes first. This picture displays a great example of his compassion because he took time out of his workday to come to my grandpa's funeral last September, even though he really only knew my mom on that kind of a basis and had only met my grandfather just a few times. So that was that picture. Here's a picture of me, and it's a picture from the Holiday Art Loop this past November. It was on the 16th in downtown Toledo. I was amongst many vendors at the Center of Visual Arts, another yet subcategory of the estimated 30 participating studios around downtown Toledo. I have learned how to illustrate charisma when it comes to selling my pieces. I am the leader founder of my own company, rapidly expanding from my small apartment in the Toledo area. In order to be a good salesperson, one must understand the best way to market their products and brand to customers. From my many years in customer service industry at minimum wage paying jobs, I know how important charisma is when greeting customers, satisfying expectations, and generating a smooth sales process as a whole. It is not so much about persuading people, but making them feel welcome. I really push the concept behind my pieces, which is centered around upcycling old glass pasta sauce jars into home decor such as candle votive centerpieces for the kitchen table. This is a picture of one of my friends from the University of Toledo, speaking at the nursing school graduation last May. She is extremely devoted and enthusiastic about her major and was voted to speak on behalf of her class of 2013. She was elected this opportunity because of her commitment to high academia and loyalty to the program. I have always called her a social butterfly because wherever she goes, she floats around the room with a sense of charm, conversing with various people. Her leadership shows when she answers tough questions presented by teachers in class and helps other nursing students study for difficult exams. Her bubbly personality and energized spirit make people gravitate towards her. So that's Christina. This is a picture of a bake sale that we did at American Marketing Association in Stranahan South. And this is Allie. She's the president, and she's who I wrote about. She's the president of American Marketing Association, member of AK Psi, a member of Kappa Delta sorority too. She's a student representative for Sony at the University of Toledo and frequently marks their newest products at popular events and shows. Being a member of American Marketing Association, I see many instances in which Allie demonstrates charisma. She is encouraging in a way that is not overpowering to members of AMA regarding ways to become more involved at chapter meetings and fundraisers. She individualizes her attention by placing people in committee groups at the start of each semester based on interests, skills, and personality. Not only does this show that she cares about people on a one-on-one basis, but it ensures the highest productivity of our group by introducing people to their niche environments. For example, I am the chair of the Marketing and Promotions Committee, which specializes in the creative advertising aspects of AMA, such as making flyers, gift tags, decorating bulletin boards, sidewalk chalking our events on campus, etc. Electing me as the chair of the department was the best appointment for me since I'm extremely artistic and crafty. Allie carries a charismatic essence about her because she is involved in so many organizations on campus, but has a sincere belief in the future success of AMA, and it shows when she speaks on behalf of our organization. She is good at understanding all of the ideas presented at our meeting and addresses decision-based problems head-on, which is something that students appreciate in terms of not wasting valuable time. Her organizational qualities are a huge benefit to AMA, otherwise the meetings would be chaotic and non-structured. She is audible and a strong speaker for the group, which makes us proud to have her as the head rep for AMA. And then this is the last picture on this side of the bulletin board. It's a picture of me in the middle, my dad on the left, and Mark Paquita, who I'm going to be evaluating, on the right. He is the CEO of a technology company making over $50 million in sales a year called FastSwitch LLC, headquartered in Columbus. There are two main things that his company does. One, they do placements or headhunting. And two, if another company has a project they need to get done but don't have the time to do, Mark will hire people to do the projects for them, and FastSwitch gets paid. So in a sense, they're like the middlemen. There are many aspects about Mark's personality that make him a phenomenal leader. He is brilliantly smart and innovative, which helps him when it comes to planning out and pitching ideas. He is fast on his feet and a master at improvisation. Something he is good at is interpreting pieces of small information to create a whole or a sum. Mark hosts networking events in conjunction with a Cleveland firm called Expedient, in which he meets people and talks about his vision for FastSwitch. During these times, it is apparent that he has a commitment to his vision, which in turn makes other people equally as invested. He's an exemplary role model because he is dedicated to his work, employees, and company goals. People are attracted to his personality because he is a great public speaker, talkative, stimulating, outgoing, and he virtually uses his intelligence to evaluate people and appeal to them. Mark's philosophy is that he encourages high performance because he regularly emulates the concept himself. And so then on the other side of the board, I did people that I didn't know. So people in history that are known for being charismatic leaders. This one, I did Ronald Reagan. I wrote that he is uplifting. He showed a great deal of life in many of his famous speeches and motivated the citizens of this nation to be great people. One thing to consider with this example is the fact that Reagan came from a background in acting and the theatrical arts, which is emphasized with charisma. As a president, he followed through with several of the things that he promised to his voters. During times of tension, Reagan was proactive with his plans of action. Reagan's communication skills, visionary attributes, integrity, humor, expertise, and the situational context of his presidency pertain to how his followers attributed charisma to him. In the middle, I did Steve Jobs, right there, holding an iPod Nano. I said that he has been praised as brilliant, profound, and revolutionary. He is someone who purportedly saw deeply into the mysteries of creativity and human life, and who is unquestionably responsible for a great deal of innovation. There was a power of his personality and mind that overwhelmed his ideas and catalyzed some of their greatest creativity and effort. He was inspired with capacity to find the point, the consequence, and the vision. He believed in what he did and was perfectly happy to do whatever it took to achieve his ends. This is a picture of John F. Kennedy speaking. As President of the United States, Kennedy could conjure up images of nobility, charisma, and personality and appeal to the common man all at the same time. As an American leader, he successfully evoked inspiration among men and women. Something interesting that I found when researching all of the speaking pictures of the charismatic leaders was the fact that many hand gestures were involved, Kennedy included. Just by observing all the photos of him, one can see that he is passionate when it comes to punctuating certain points in his lectures, as it shows in that picture. Down here I have Oprah. The main reason that I feel that Oprah is a great example of a charismatic leader is because people are able to relate to her hardships in life. She grew up enmeshed in a poverty-stricken household with close to nothing. Her ability to connect with people on an individual basis is centered around their empathy for her life struggles. Being an African-American woman coming up from such an unstable childhood makes Oprah such a praised figure of American society. Her fans are greatly influenced by her experiences and are inspired to accomplish and overcome great feats following her example. And my last example is Adolf Hitler. What makes Hitler an interesting character in my photo project is his ability to play the role of a negative, nationally known icon, yet a charismatic leader in the same way. His ability to speak and appeal to Germany's mass crowds enabled him to virtually brainwash the people of his country into following a common goal or interest. This type of influence he held over the Germans made him likable, yet controlling. He was a powerful leader, masked by his capability to win over the hearts of his faithful citizens. So this is my photo project. Check out the PowerPoint so you can see the pictures in a higher resolution, and I'm going to include this text also in the PowerPoint. So thanks for watching.